This is the Cyderbaby pod, and I am talking to, well, the main man Ricky, and whoever his sidekick is, Mark. Mark,
Oh.
Moshville Radio.
Do you know, Mark? He actually got that the right way round.
I'm hurt. I'm wounded. I'm not sure about sleep tonight now.
Oh. you know I love you both. In very small proportions.
Yeah. Barely even a shot's worth. Right.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
Busy.
Yeah.
It's very busy.
I just wish this was the Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job, because there's just so much that we're doing. It's you know what it's like. You just don't get any time to yourself, you know what I mean? So but yeah, it's the way that we would want it to be. If there's a quiet day, then there's something wrong. So see what happens.
Well, what's keeping you busy then? You've got a gig coming up. I suppose that might have a little bit to do with it.
Yeah, Moshville Winterfest up in Glasgow, home of Moshville Times, which is why it's there, which means I have to do a hell of a lot of driving. And yeah, we have got 6 of the finest bands around lined up. Quite an interesting mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Saturday, December the 10th. Ivory Blacks in Glasgow. So there's same in every major city. There's a number of venues that we could have chose, but Ivory Blacks kind of cater for the local and the underground kind of scene more. Although there have been like Napalm Death, for example, they've played there, but it caters for the more local and the newer bands. So we felt like this is going to be the appropriate venue for this gig.
Okay, so when did all this come to start bubbling up? So when did you decide to start
I
thinking?
can't remember, we were drunk.
Well, that's normal.
Yes. But you probably know Cyderbaby, like whenever you shouldn't say anything to Mark Shelley, because as soon as you say anything to Mark Shelley, it just grows arms and legs, and before you know it, you're getting pushed into something, pushed into your uncomfortable zone. But yeah, I think it was about last June. I know. It's about June 2021. No, that's the radio station, wasn't it? It was June this year. We just had a couple of beers over something like this, and ideas escalated. We were going to get like Metallica and stuff like that, but we've yet to hear back from the PR, to be quite honest. So
I believe they're busy.
So we kind of looked at the UK underground scene, and we kind of picked out bands that we both like. So it just kind of stemmed from there, didn't it, Mark?
Did indeed. And I put forward a bunch of bands. Ricky said no, and then we got the lineup we've got now.
Okay, yeah. So it's going to be a good one then.
Well, I wasn't going to get Motley Crue or Twisted Sister. There was no way I was going to get that on the ball.
No, to be fair, we agreed on pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Dog Tire, for instance, fantastic headliners. They're headlining gigs all over at the moment.
Yeah.
And you look at Ashen, who could have been headliners in their own right. Fantastic, probably the best voice in his scene at the moment. So
they're only doing a couple of gigs now. Haven't they taken a step back to write new music?
They are taking a step back to write, and also obviously I forgot his name earlier as well. I'm doing well, aren't I?
Kieran,
yeah. Kieran's got Death Collector stuff duties going on as well, hasn't he? Because they're going to be launching before too long. The album's all written, and I think it's going through mastering and all that stuff now.
Yeah.
So he's a busy bunny.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite a draw, really, because it's going to be the last chance to see him for a little bit.
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely.
People remember them from Bloodstock a couple of years ago. I'm sure you remember them, Dave.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Both Dog Tile and Ashen on the same stage.
Yeah, that's pretty good going. So who else have you got then? Come on, there must be another 4 bands at least.
Well, opening for us, we've got AC Rid. They're a band that we had. There was a festival called Wildfire, and it was 2017, and Moshville Times had its own stage, and AC Rid were on it. And it was also a combination of my mate Simon Danks. I was kind of looking for a good opening band that would create a party atmosphere. So he mentioned AC Rid, got in touch with them, instant response. It was a yes. It's a mixture of ska madness and a bit of punk thrown in as well, a wee bit of the Ramones, so but they've got trumpets and trombones and everything like that, so they'll set up a great atmosphere at the beginning of the show. So I urge everybody to come down as soon as the doors open and witness AC Red.
Yeah, so what time are the doors?
The doors open at 5:30.
Saturday afternoon, yeah?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. In the morning would be a little tricky.
You think so?
Yeah.
You get the people coming out, from the Friday night, just bang straight into the morning.
Yeah. Well, we missed a trick.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
But after AC Rid, we've got a Ritual Spirit, who are an excellent hard rock band from Edinburgh. These guys deserve so much recognition, but they're also very, very supportive of everything that we do here at Moshville Towers. So anything that we do for them, they do it back for us. So whenever we wanted just like a rock band, a Ritual Spirit were the first one.
Hard rock band, and yeah, they were brilliant. They've been, we've kind of followed those guys since the beginning.
Yeah,
and they are brilliant.
Wouldn't there something to do with a drum kit and drum skin or something like that? That
we won't mention that. We move swiftly on.
Yeah,
apparently the drum, the breaker balls got broken, I believe. When they were they've provided kit before for us, I believe. And it didn't go exactly to plan.
Right.
But
yeah.
Then again, it's these small things that make you remember the gig and the relationship that you've got. Again, Ollie and the guys at Ritual Spirit were a yes straight away.
Yeah, they said just straight away despite that. And guess what? They're providing again.
No, not the breakables again.
No, we've got to bring people have got to bring their own breakables. Yeah.
Okay, Ritual Spirit. Who's next?
My fave.
Yeah, a band that I followed from the beginning, which is a pun on their debut EP called The Beginning. The head of the Traitor. It's just a night. I had a couple of Jack Daniels, and I was on Slam Worldwide, and I saw Scottish deathcore. I went, that'll be interesting then, because I don't listen to deathcore at all, really. And I listened to it, and I went, I like these guys. And then I've just followed them. I've seen them numerous times around Glasgow. I've interviewed them a couple of times. And again, they've done us a very special favour, which I will not say just now, but they were an instant yes, because of the relationship that we guys have built up with them. So looking forward to seeing them.
They're undoubtedly good lads, but do you know what? We've missed a band.
You have?
No, we
haven't
going
through the correct running order. Yeah.
Yes. Who's after or ahead of the Traitor?
Well, it's a case of it's Dog Tired, Ashen Crowell, and who's before them?
Yes, I do know that. But I started from AC Rid. You see, this is what happens, Dave. This is what happens.
Yeah. I can see it.
He thinks he's got it under control, but he doesn't really. That's why my hair's grey, by the way.
I may be a little drunk. No, your hair was grey when you were 12. Yeah.
He's only 14 now.
Yeah. So I'll let you introduce the final band that we haven't mentioned, then go for it, Mark.
Yes. Footprints of the Custard. Absolutely brilliant. Are we allowed to swear on this one, Dave?
Whatever. Yeah.
All right, because they got some fantastic song titles.
Yeah.
My Granny's a Gusher.
Okay.
They have the Don't Be a C Word, which I won't say. I'll be nice.
No, that's good. Yeah. I have my limits. Yeah.
Yeah. They also the latest track, which is Barrenfield of Fucks. Dick Pics, Willies of a Ween. They are a fantastic party band. They really, really are. They're hysterical. I watched them 2 weeks ago down here in Oxford. And in the middle of the day, they packed out the venue. Like they're putting it's the second biggest venue in Oxford, and they packed it out.
Good go.
Middle of the day, they're good. And they're funny as hell on stage as well. There's plenty of humour, plenty of interaction with the crowds. It's like a comedy act. If you get near the front, expect to be picked on.
I mean, that's it. I mean, they describe themselves as party metal, and that's exactly what they bring to every gig. They dress up. You've got the bassist or the guitarist and the mankini and stuff.
Yeah.
And then if I mean, Russ, the vocalist, he doesn't always like to stay on the stage. He'll get in amongst the crowd and stuff like that, get in their faces, and that's what you remember from a gig. And that's why we wanted to bring them up here. They've played Glasgow a couple of times. They've always had a good response, so I thought it would be wise.
Shooting the guy in a mankini as a photographer is something you have to be very, very careful about.
The lighting.
You said that with a little smile on your face.
That wasn't a smile. That was kind of a grimace and slight sick feeling.
Don't tell us porkies. You zoom in.
I'll send you the pictures later, Ricky. You'll like them.
Yeah, please leave me out of that email. Okay, so we've discussed the bands. We've discussed where it is. Tickets, how much?
Well, we've still missed. Oh, we did do Dog Tired, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Just tired.
I think
so you went from the beginning to there, to there, to there. What the?
Yes, you kind of do it from the bottom up. You see, but Dog Tired, just a wee bit. On Dog Tired, they're like recording a 5th album just now.
Right.
So I hope they're going to play 1 or 2 of their new songs. But these guys are just totally independent. They write when they want to write, and they just put no pressure on themselves, and they just create fabulous music. Seen them live numerous times. They'll just get people moving. Absolutely, like Pantera, Machine Head. Just heavy guitar leading riffs and just a song to headbang to. I don't know if you can do that anymore. I mean, you listen to Lorna Show, for example, brilliant songs as they are, but you can't headbang to it or dance or something.
You just do it a different rhythm.
Yeah, you can to Dog Tired. So, but yes, £12.50 to see 6 quality bands. Caters for all genres, so there's a bit for everybody. Yeah. But as Marcus said before, if you haven't seen bands like Dog Tired or Ashen Crown, you will appreciate what it is that they do on stage. If you like the earlier bands because they're lighter or whatever like that, but if you stick around and listen to the heavy stuff, you'll think, yeah, there is
Dog
good.
Tired are one of those bands you're going to go home from watching, and you'll be talking about them for a long time, even if you have seen them before.
Yeah,
because the new material is fantastic.
Yeah.
And the oldest, the back catalogue. If you listen to the back catalogue now, it's fantastic. I don't think there's a shit song on the on any of them.
On Electric Abyss, especially, I really like that album.
Yeah. Electric Abyss is a phenomenal album, and the rumours are going around that this one's even better.
Well, I don't know whether that was started by the band themselves, but I would believe it. I would believe it, because I have been getting better every album.
Yeah. Okay, so where can you buy tickets? I mean, assumably on the door.
Yes, you can get them on the door, but don't leave it till on the door because you might get disappointed.
What's the capacity of the venue?
Yeah, and you would save £2.50 if you bought them earlier.
I see. There is a method behind your madness.
Yeah. So the main places that you could get them from are the Moshville Times website. So that's moshville.co.uk. You can go to there's actually a Facebook event page, Moshville Winterfest 2022. The link's right in front of you. You can contact us ourselves, like Shelley of Moshville Times or myself, Ricky of Moshville Times, and we'll put you in the right place. But mainly it is the Moshville Times website, moshville.co.uk, or the Facebook pages.
All those links take you through to trybooking.com. And TryBooking is the vendor we're using for this one. Mainly because they do a better deal than most of the others. And we're not looking to make a profit on this. Everything that we make on this, if we make, is getting funded back into doing more for the underground scene.
Right, see, this is something new again. You see, he drops his bombshells live on these interviews, Dave. I didn't know anything about
that. Oh, and we've got the after party.
You've got the full of surprises.
Yeah, after party. Anyone that's bought a ticket back at Ricky's house.
Yeah, brilliant.
Even if it's a full, even if we sell out, everyone's welcome back.
Dave, I've only got one double bed, so it's going to be one hell of a night.
I don't mind spooning.
I didn't say it was that sort of party.
Yeah. So it should be a brilliant night.
Okay, brilliant, guys. I wish you all the best, and you will be back to tell me all about it, I hope.
Of course.
Well, hopefully there'll be many more of them. We'll look to do some in Oxford as well if this takes off. We've got already some teams in Oxford looking to work with us, so hopefully you'll be hearing more about that in the future.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Excellent, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Dave.
Cheers, Dave. Speak to you soon.